Hi friends, today we're going to read Benny's Pennies. Benny McBride had 5 new pennies. "What should I buy?" he asked. "Buy something beautiful," said his mom. "Buy something good to eat," said his brother. "Buy something nice to wear," said his sister. "Woof, woof," said the dog. "Meow," said his cat. "Okay," Benny said, "I will." So Benny McBride, with 5 new pennies, strolled out in the morning sun. A woman was cutting roses. Her name was Mrs. Hill. "Will you sell me a rose?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a rose for a penny?" "Yes, I will," said Mrs. Hill. Then Benny McBride, with 4 new pennies and a sweet-smelling rose, strolled on in the morning sun. A girl was baking cookies. Her name was Lucy May. "Will you sell me a cookie?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a cookie for a penny?" "A cookie for a penny? Okay," said Lucy May. Then Benny McBride, with 3 new pennies, a sweet-smelling rose, and a soft, warm cookie, strolled on in the morning sun. A boy was making hats. His name was Michael Bess. "Will you sell me a hat?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a hat for a penny?" "Yes, oh yes," said Michael Bess. Then Benny McBride, with 2 new pennies, a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, and a fine paper hat, strolled on in the morning sun. A butcher was cutting meat. His name was Mr. Hopper. "Will you sell me a bone?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a bone for a penny?" "You're quite a shopper," said Mr. Hopper. Then Benny McBride, with 1 new penny, a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, a fine paper hat, and a big, meaty bone, strolled on in the morning sun. A man was catching fish. His name was Mr. Beale. "Will you sell me a fish?" asked Benny. "Will you sell me a fish for a penny?" "It's a deal," said Mr. Beale. Then Benny McBride, with a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, a fine paper hat, a big, meaty bone, a floppy, wet fish, but no new pennies, strolled home in the morning sun. "I'm back," he called, "and I bought what you said." "It's beautiful," said his mom. Good," said his brother. "I like it," said his sister. "Woof, woof," said his dog. "Meow," said his cat. "Thank you, Benny," they all said together. "You're welcome," said Benny McBride. The end.